And the clip is in when you open it, it's gonna be on the right side. Oh, we good.
Y'all know how to rip it?
Yeah, y'all know how to download the
Nah. Go to savethevideo.com.
Alright, nah, you good, bro. You good. You
Never
do that.
Savethevideo.com.
Okay.
That's what I be using.
No
I'm gonna put it on my
It's already going live now?
You gotta go on savethevideo.com.
I got you.
Copy the link and put it in there.
Done.
Like it sounds good, we just gonna have to speak loud.
Just turn it a little more.
Which way?
No, not that way, dog. Right there.
Right there?
Now come back a little bit. This way. A little more. Alright. You're gonna be in there now.
Say something.
Huh? Which one you on?
Yeah, we gonna have to speak every
Yeah,
other
speak
time.
up. Which one you on?
Hey, let's put a prayer before we get started. I'll
Something from the body.
We just talk on
Which way?
this way.
Keep rolling out.
Yeah, keep rolling, bro.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Wakamodash, Wa, Wayashar, Waha, Waya, Sakari, Babusha, Babusha, Wa, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Wakamodash, Shalak, Mahai, Al, Ayoni, Waha, Rasha, Wa, Wabal, Babusha, Wa,
Praying for the house of David, being a curse to send plagues on Edom, the wicked in Babylon. Let's start off with that. With the one in Matthew, on these two hang all the laws. Love Yahweh with all our heart. And love our neighbors ourselves. Yeah.
I get y'all.
And then we're gonna go back into Genesis, the 4th chapter. We'll start at 1 and read down.
I got it.
Read down the point, gonna be at 9. There's a few more to roll in the spirit after this. It's already going, okay.
Now, brother, check the feed and make sure the audio and everything coming through.
Oh yeah, we got everybody.
Speak up loud.
Yeah.
Matthew 22.
All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Wakamodash.
You know, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the 4 winds in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, and as you can see, you know, we have 3 different camps, you know, Nashville, Memphis, you know, Mississippi, all right, coming together, you know, and just breaking bread and just growing in the spirit, man. That iron sharpening iron, man. You know, and the key thing that's within this ministry, all right, is gonna be, you know, that brotherly love, man. You know, and that love ain't always, you know, in charity, but also in rebuke and exhortation too, man. The full spectrum of love, man, because that was one of the main commandments Yahweh Shai was pushing, man. You know, because it's a famous saying, all right, in the scriptures, you know, and my brother's keeper, you know, and as we have been born again in the spirit, you know, we understand that we are our brother's keeper, man, and we're gonna get that word keep in the Hebrew when we go to Genesis, you know, but we're gonna start out with that Matthew, man, because this is the basis of this ministry, you know, is the brethren, man. You know, you got it, bro.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 40.
Yep.
On these 2 commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
So here,
While the Pharisees were gathered together, Yahushua asked them, saying, What think ye of Hamashiach? Whose son is he? Okay. All right, this is Matthew, starting back up. Matthew chapter 22, verse 38. This is the first and great commandment.
Go ahead.
And the second is like unto it.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Yep, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Now, Christianity takes this and makes it seem like you have to love every nation, man. Like you have to love homosexuals. Like you have to love pedophiles, man. Like you just have to love and accept everything, man. All right, but that's not what that's talking about, man. And we're going to get into it. You got it, bro.
All right. Picking back up in verse 40 again, it says, On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets, man. Because within loving your brother, you're going to automatically keep the rest of the law out of love for your brother, man. You're not going to commit adultery, all right, with your brother's wife, you know, out of love for him. You know, you're not going to steal from your brother out of love for your brother. You're not going to let your brother go into the way that can destroy him without warning him and telling him, man. You see? You got it.
Listen, real quick.
You got it.
Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Yep, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, man, which is not mine, man. You know? And see, under the curses, our people have a culture, you know, a straight hatred towards one another, even self-hatred, man. You know? That's why Jake, you know, doesn't mind scoffing at the prophet or can't believe that they're Israelites or, you know, that they're the men of the Lord. You know? Why? Because of the self-hatred that they have for themselves. They got low self-esteem about themselves, man. They come from self-hatred, man. You know, that's why they hate their brother like they do. You got it, bro.
Also, that's
You
how you
got it.
know. That's how you know who the Israelites is.
Yep.
Because the curses, when we go to Deuteronomy 28 chapter, where it says that eye shall be given toward thy brother.
Yeah.
You see that today, man. This curse fit the so-called,
Now I'm talking.
this curse is fit the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, man. And we see that on a daily basis, man.
Yep.
You know, but the curses is coming about for us, and it's going on to other nations, as the scripture say in, Deuteronomy 30 and 7, man.
Right.
What you got to do, Al?
You got it. Hey,
Thou-
brother, get that, the Genesis.
Thou shalt in any wise
No.
rebuke thy neighbor and not
Just
suffer
keep
sin
it.
upon him.
I got two, bro.
I got one too.
Read again, so like.
Gone. Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Yeah, so you shouldn't hate your brother within your heart, man. You see? Because at the end of the day, every Israelite man is supposed to be for the profit of the whole nation, man. You see? We ain't supposed to be at odds with each other, man. Now you're gonna have discrepancy amongst the body. You know, you're gonna have particular things about a brother that you probably are not fond of. You know, you wouldn't have did it that way, but you shouldn't develop a hatred for that brother, man. You know, hold no grudge against that brother, man. You see? And like I said, we come from a culture, all right, black culture, thug culture, where you automatically hate each other, man. You can get in the shootout at Jake over a parking spot, man. You know, or argument at the gas station, man. You see?
You never knew him, but you hate him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ready to shoot him,
Yeah.
you know, over a petty argument, man. But see, that's amongst the body. This is where you see the Lord forming his nation, man, building his nation, the house of David, having that true love, man. Even going back like during the time of King David, you know, and what was Saul's son, Jonathan.
Yeah.
That type of relationship, that bond is what you have amongst the body, man. You know, you guys, if you had one,
I got one
you
too.
could let him get it.
This 1 John chapter 4 verse 20.
Yep.
If a man say I love the Most High and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Hey, he is a liar, man. You know, because how can you say you love Yahweh by Shema Al-Shai? You know, you love the Lord, but then you hate your brother that's supposed to be within the ministry with you, man. That's supposed to have the spirit of Yahweh by Shema Al-Shai upon him, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen,
Yeah.
how can he love the Most High whom he hath not seen?
Yeah, so how can you love your power, which you haven't seen, but you believe through faith? But your brother right here, all right, that you see day to day, you have some type of hatred towards them, man. Like these guys, you know, they have some type of animosity because they get rebuked, you know, because whatever type of petty argument that Jason had, Jason knows that Israelites, they'll hate the brethren, for rebuking them or correcting them, man. Or they hate the brethren because of the way we teach, man, and how we in order, man. Oh, y'all some robots. Y'all do whatever the apostles say, man. What type of shit is that?
What ISBK say? It's my block.
Yeah.
It's my block.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they gang banging shit, man.
Yeah.
That has no place within the ministry, man.
That's right.
I got something, brother. I don't got nothing.
I want to get that Genesis.
Okay, go
We're going to get on Esau, then we're going to get back, to how we're supposed to be. Then we're going to get all that, the whole get that Genesis. I want to get that word keep. Then we're going to get a couple Esau scriptures, then we're going to go back to how we're supposed to be. You got it, bro. Because, see, this is one of the main discrepancies that the Most High has against Esau, because he was supposed to be our brother, man. But he never treated us as such, man. Even though I'm going back to Cain, man. You got it, bro.
This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, starting at 1. It says, "And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain."
And she bare Cain, man. And if you can receive it, the same spirit that was in Cain is the same spirit that was within Esau. And that this lineage became a nation of people known as the Edomites, man. Go ahead.
Just laying back real quick, just like that same spirit in Abel.
Yeah, within Jacob.
Back as Jacob.
Yep. Cain and Esau, Cain and Abel, all right, came back as Jacob and Esau. If you can receive it, man, you got it, bro.
And said, "I have gotten a man from the Lord."
Yep.
And she again bare his brother Abel.
Yep.
And Abel was a keeper of sheep.
Yep.
But Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Go ahead.
And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought up the fruit of the ground and an offering unto the Lord.
Yeah, so Cain tried to offer some fruit, and we're going to see what was the result of that, man. Go ahead, bro.
And Abel, he also brought up of the firstling of his flock.
So Abel, he brought the firstling of his flock. All right, go ahead.
And brought the firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
Yeah, so the Lord accepted Abel's offering and had respect unto it, because he did what he was supposed to do. He was obedient. You see? Go ahead.
But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect.
Yep. Unto Cain and his offering had no respect. So Cain was rejected because he offered what he wasn't supposed to, man. You got it, bro.
And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Yeah, he was mad. All right, pouting and shit. You got it.
And the Lord said unto Cain, "Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen?"
Yeah, so the Most High, through the angel, is asking, what's up, man? Why you mad? And why your countenance fallen? You did wrong, man. What the hell you mad about? Why? Yeah, you got it.
And if thou do well, should thou not be accepted?
Yeah, so the Most High said, if you do right, shouldn't you be accepted? If you would offer the right sacrifice, because he knew what to offer, but he wanted to do what he wanted to do. All right, who that sound like today, man? You got it, bro.
And it came to pass when they, hold on, Salah. If thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Yep.
And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over them.
Yeah, and that's what happened. So the Lord said, look, if you don't do the right thing, sin gonna lie at your door. And what did it say about Esau Edom? He's the man of sin, the son of perdition. You see? And then what? He put us in captivity, and we had to go to him for the want of all things, man. So that was fulfilled through Esau Edom, man. You got it, bro.
And Cain talked with Abel, his brother.
Yep.
And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel and his brother and slew him.
So Cain killed Abel. Abel didn't do nothing to Cain. Abel just did the right thing. You see, he just sacrificed the right thing, man. And the Lord accepted it. So he didn't do nothing to Cain to cause Cain to rise up against him, But see, Cain had that jealousy, man. All right, Cain had that envy and that covetousness, man. And he just had that wicked spirit within him, man. So he slew, his brother Abel, man. And when he was asked about it, listen to what he said, man.
And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother?
Yeah.
And he said, I know not.
Yeah, so this is the first recorded lie in the scripture. All right, and then it's gonna go to the first murderer, man. That's why Yahweh Shah said, you know, about the wicked scribes and Pharisees, you are of your father the devil, man. He was a murderer and a liar from the beginning, man. You know, you got it, bro.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Am I my brother's keeper, man? And what did that mean, man? You know, let's get that word keeper in the Hebrew, man.
God, this is Strong's H81 and 5. It says Shamar.
Shamar. All right, go ahead.
It means to keep, guard, observe, and give heed.
Hey, to keep, to guard, observe, and give heed, man. You know? So you supposed to be your brother's guard, all right? You're supposed to be your brother's protector, man. And the way we protect it now is what? Through this word. Giving warning, teaching our people who they are, who their power is, who their enemy is, all right? This is the biggest form of being our brother's keeper. And what? We had the biggest example from who? Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You see? But Esau, he never had the spirit to be his brother's keeper, man. He was always, whenever you go through the history, he was always on the front line, all right, and want our people to fail, man. Want our people to fall, man. You know? Get that in Psalms 139.
I'm already in Psalm.
Yeah, get Psalms 139 and I believe 8 for the last two
The brother
scriptures.
got that precept too back as well.
Come. You got it.
This is John 8 and 44.
Yep,
Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do.
yep. Hey, so the Lord is saying you niggas had come in the spirit of Cain. You come in the spirit of Esau, Edom, these damn Edomites, man. A wicked ass, destructive ass spirit like me in the Bible talking about the other day. Nigga just walking around with a loaded gun, hoping to get in an argument, man. Hoping to get into some type of confrontation, man. Even the same spirit, all right, as Cain. You know, Jake hate to see you. Even Jake that's not in the truth. Jake hate to see you have something, man.
Yeah.
Jake hate to see you get a promotion on the job. Jake hate to hear somebody compliment you, man. You know, Jake might hear somebody talking good about you, and Jake I hate that. You ain't did nothing to Jake. You like, God damn. You know?
know you.
Yeah, Jake wants you to be a low life with them, man. Jake wants you to be a loser with them, man.
Crabs in the bucket.
Yeah, just like Cain, he was a loser, man. You know? He wasn't able to be a loser, man. But guess what? We got victory written in our script, man.
That's right.
You know?
You
got it.
finish it?
Yeah, you finished.
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth.
Hey, and he abode not in the truth, man. See, he didn't dwell in the truth, man, because it's not in him, man. You see? You got that song.
Yeah, I got
Oh, yeah. Slack, my bad. I thought
You
you
good,
were
bro. Because there is no truth in him, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Hey, the liar and the father of it, going back to what? He's the originator, man. You see? Yeah.
Going back to Genesis.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
See, it's a spiritual book, man. You know, and everything links up perfectly when you look at the book spiritually, man. You know?
He's the offspring. He's the offspring of that serpent.
It's
It
on
beguiled
137.
Eve in the
Yeah,
garden.
Yep.
yeah.
See, that's that seed that is gonna have enmity with the Most High, the seed of Cain.
137 and 7.
That was what we started.
Yes, 137, Psalm 137, verse 7. And Amos 1 and 11.
Yeah, the break still. And then breaking whole Jeremiah 17, 18.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, I got something. This Psalms, like this Psalms 137 and 7.
Yeah.
Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said racist, even to the foundation of the
Yeah, Obadiah 1
O daughter of Babylon,
Oh, you got
who
it.
art
You
to
got
be
that.
destroyed,
Okay, come.
happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
So it says, remember, Lord, all right, Edom. You know, because when we was being taken down by the Babylonians, they were cheerleading the Babylonians and they was aiding, man.
Yeah.
You see, every chance that Esau had to be his brother's keeper, he failed, man. All right, going back to the time when Moses and the children of Israel trying to get to the promised land and go through the King's Highway by Edom, what did he do, man? He brought his armies out, man, and said, nah, you can't go by this way, man. You know, and they made what? They made the trip harder, man. You know, then you go back to the time of the Medo-Persians, all right? What did Haman try to do? He tried to get rid of all the Jews in the land, man. You see? Then you had, like I say, during the time of the Romans, You know, when Yahushua was born, what Herod do? He put a decree to kill all the Hebrew kids, Hebrew boys, man. You know, 70 AD. Who did that, man? You see? So every chance that he had to be his brother's keeper, he never did it, man. You know? So that's a big controversy. That's a big controversy between the Most High and Esau, is because he never tried to be his brother's keeper, man. You see? You got it.
Okay, I can finish it
Yeah,
off.
finish it off.
When it said, happy shall he be that taking and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be a beautiful day when we had that power, man. You know, because you did it. You know, especially Kakishka doing it. You know, you Spanish, you did it, man. Ripping babies out of the women's stomachs, stomping them out, feeding them to dogs. Yeah, man. Alligator bait.
What they did with the Levi jeans, they
Yeah.
tie the person up on
By their
horse.
limbs, tearing their limbs off. Man.
All right.
You know?
Tied to the horses.
Yeah, time to the horse.
Had the horses.
Run apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Separate directions.
Butt breaking.
Yep.
How
Yeah.
they take the masculine Jake and rape him in front of the whole entire goddamn tribe, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Before
to bring
2-hour
it through.
shift.
Yeah, tried to bring it through and Jake, man.
Yeah.
You know, Esau got a lot to pay for, man.
Treated his brother like a dog.
Yeah.
You know, crossbreed, as you get the term motherfucker. You know, they have the
Blindfolded
son
Jake,
and the
yeah.
mother go and blindfolded
Yeah.
and make them have sex.
Yeah.
You know, hey, they treated us like dogs, man.
Yeah, and then Jake, see, we never came in that type of hatred spirit towards Esau.
Yeah.
Like, even when the actual man, Jacob and Esau, remember, Jake came back in peace.
Yeah.
You know?
He was trying to make peace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
came back in peace, but Esau
Shit.
kept that hatred. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
get that Amos 1:11.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He got that perpetual hate in their own
Yeah.
going. It was from the God, man. Yeah.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Hey, he put forth his hand such as be at peace with him. When like we were studying the conquistadors, when
Yeah.
Cortez and
Pizarro.
when they would come over here to the islands and the Central South America, those kings would embrace them like brothers.
Like brothers.
You know?
Yeah.
What happened? What Esau do? He put them cannons out on their ass, man. You know? But you had those the different kings and chiefs, you know, the
Montezuma.
Incas. Yeah, Montezuma. You know, those different chiefs down there. You know, they would treat, all right, those Edomites, they would bring them in, man, treat them as guests, man.
Yep.
You see?
Brotherly love.
Yeah.
It's just in our spirit. You know.
Yeah.
It's just in our spirit, like being hospitable.
Yeah.
You know, you could be a stranger. To see Esau teach you what Esau teach you is against the scriptures. Because he teach you don't talk to strangers.
Yeah.
You know, but the scriptures in the Hebrews where it say, be careful to entertain strangers.
Yeah.
By some have entertained
Angels
angels.
unaware.
You know,
Mhm.
to show you how he's perverse. You know, his spirit is perverse.
If I may add, like the brother was saying, that's in our nature. That's what they did with Gash.
Yeah.
Because Gash, you know, once they came over here, Gash showed them the ways of the land, showed them how to survive, showed them how to wash their own ass, you know. And then when the time came, turn their back on it.
Yeah.
That's why he known as the serpent
Yeah.
in the scripture. Because he knew how to substitute Jacob. He
Yeah.
got a complete truth.
Yeah.
He knew, okay, they coming to me all nice and humble, so we gonna make peace treaty with them. At the end of the day, fuck it.
Right.
You know, so what? War was in his heart the whole time. He knew his agenda, but he had to play Jake as if when he was coming as a peace, man. You know? You got something else, Josh?
He still let him finish. He still got more.
Okay, can we get the Jeremiah?
He hath broken his covenant.
Okay.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 20 to 21. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
And he do that to everybody. Esau, he do that to Jake, but he do that to everybody. He did to Ishmael, Elam, Moab. You know? How the hell, like, Amos, how the hell you gonna drop goddamn 2 atomic bombs on them people And
Hiroshima,
then,
Nagasaki.
then make them sign the peace treaty. Say y'all can't attack nobody unless y'all get attacked first. Well, shit, nigga, if y'all dropping an atomic bomb, how the fuck we gonna attack back? What type of deal is that, man?
That boy through, man.
Yeah, man.
Unrighteous decree.
Yeah, but that's
Yep.
Esau Edom. That's
Yep.
that's his
We-
nature.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know.
Ooh, let me,
More.
You done with that?
nah, he got one more.
Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah, with them treaties, you know, with you know, he make them deals, them trade deals, you know, because hey, you will trust him, you know, he'll come in his spirit as if he's for your benefit, but he, if you show Esau your empire, you know, he's looking the way to take it down. Like, damn, they got a hole in that gate right there. They got wild people right there.
They Esau. That's how you know that you can tell that's Esau today, man. 'Cause that's how they is, man. With the job force,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
dealing with them in the streets. You know, so you see them in the grocery store and stuff like that. You counting them like that, man. That's how they look at Jake for a praise.
Done.
You know, to get off to get on, man.
Done. I got a precept real quick. Habakkuk 2 and 4.
Yeah, go
Let
ahead,
him
finish.
finish.
Oh, Salaki, Salaki.
Y'all brothers be mindful to let brothers finish.
Come,
Cause I know everybody got something. But make sure brothers
come,
finish.
Salaki.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Yeah,
yeah.
what they drawing sword, man. You know, cause hey, Esau, man. You know, that's how the scripture. Isaac told him by the sword he gonna live, man. You got it, bro.
Okay. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up. Salaki. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
He's not upright. His spirit, he just has a spirit that's not upright, that's not righteous, man. You know, he just wicked by nature, man. And that's what our people don't understand, man. When we speak about Esau Edom, you know, we speaking of a nation of people that it's impossible, man. Even if he wanted to, he can't because he ain't made like that, man.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yep.
But the just shall live by his faith.
That's how Israel moves in faith, man.
You got to. This Proverbs 16 and 4.
Yep.
The Lord Yahweh had made all things from himself.
Yep.
Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
And even the wicked for the day of evil. So Esau has a purpose. That's why he's known as the wicked. That's why the Most High gave him that title, man. You know? Get that Amos one and that.
You want to bring it out?
Yeah, yep.
Go ahead, out.
Okay. It's Jeremiah chapter 17. You said verse 18. Come, verse 18. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction.
And that's the wicked, man. You see, that's why Esau got served 1,000 years of rigorous captivity, man. That's the double destruction. All right, the destruction that he did with us, man. You know, he did Amos 1. Yes.
This is Amos chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Yep.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity.
And he always cast off all pity, man. You know, he never had any type of sympathy for Jacob. You know, never, man. When, hey, Esau loved to see Jake down, man. You know, he loved to see us in this cruel state, man. That's why you got people like Vocab, they get so mad because we broke out of their mold. See, we was only supposed to be either deadbeat niggas, you know, athletes, rappers, you know. We're not supposed to be anything outside the category that Esau made us, man. You see? You got it, bro.
And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
His anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. You got it.
Verse 12. But I will send a fire upon Teman,
Yep.
which shall devour the palaces of Bosra.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a nuclear destruction, man. You know, it's gonna destroy America, and also you're gonna have these other EU nations get jacked up as well. You know, but Esau had that perpetual hatred towards his brother, man. You know,
Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Hey, the perpetual hatred, man. The Lord has a very, he has a lot of inclination towards Esau because of Esau's perpetual hatred, man. You know, you guys, bro.
The children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
Yep, in the time of their calamity, man. So Esau loves to kick us when we're down, man. You know, whenever Israel going through something as a nation, Esau always the first one there, man, on the scene. Even when he wasn't in power, he was always on the scene, man. You know, you got it, bro.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
And the time that their iniquity had an end, man, because it was supposed to be a certain point, you know, while punishment was over, man. But Esau kept forward in that affliction. He kept forward in that affliction, man. You got that exactly right.
That's why I say, going back to Exodus, over Exodus 21 chapter, you know, going back to Exodus, the 21st chapter, where it said that a man still is a man, he found in his hand. You know, so, hey, our judgment, or Yahweh Shema Shai, punishment, it was over with. But what? He kept us. That's why you get the word POW was prisoners of war, man. Why? Because we still in captivity, we still in the hands of Esau. You know, but we served our captivity, man. It's been over with. But Esau said, hell no. You know? Yeah.
Got a precept?
Yeah. Put that Zechariah real quick.
This is Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
Yep.
For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
Yo, so Lord said he's sore displeased, man. That's why destruction finna be so bad. That's why it's gonna be a global famine, man. Alright? But the Lord sore displeased, man. The Lord finna start defending his elect in a major way, man. You know, those that have repented and came back, man. And what? Doing this brotherly love, man. Alright? So what the scripture call this, man? A labor of love, man. This is the biggest form of love that we can give to Israel, man. And Yahweh Shai, he performed the biggest form of love by what? Laying his life down, man. Ultimate sacrifice. He's the ultimate sacrifice, and then sending us what? Their Holy Spirit, their comforter, man. You know, this way, what Yahweh Shai sent us is way more valuable than a Ferrari or some land, you know, or houses and mansions, man. He sent us what? The spirit of prophecy, the spirit of the comforter, man.
And just to add, you know, back you see how it's all going full circle, because he said that he was sore displeased with the heathen. Esau, even the chief heathen. Right. You know, and that spirit go back to Cain. He told Cain the same thing. You know, hey, if you do well, you know, you'll be good. You know, but he brought a unrighteous sacrifice. You know, that's right. So that displeases the Lord. Is he still got that same spirit today, man? You know, as he had all that time where Jacob was trying to, like say, make peace with him. You know what I'm saying? All these ages, when the Babylonians were ruling, he still was ruling to take his brother down. You know, all the way up until the time he come back in power. He still got the same hatred today. The same spirit today. And it's not because nothing that Jacob done, but it's what you did. Every time you come back in every age, you still that same wicked individual, right? You know?
Because that's a balance.
Yeah.
The Lord put the balance in the earth.
Yeah.
You got good set against what? Evil.
Yeah, and you see how it say in Hebrews, lest there be any profane person to show you that he's the ultimate unworthy vessel.
Yeah.
Like this nigga can't get nowhere close to the temple, you know, because he doesn't have a contrite heart. He doesn't have a spirit that's capable of receiving correction. You see? I got one little quick one. This Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 10:3. It says, but the unrighteous, and it's speaking of Cain, it says, but the unrighteous went away from her in his anger. Went away from what? Wisdom, understanding. Because he knew to do good, but he didn't do it. Right. He knew what he was supposed to sacrifice, but he didn't do it. Just like he knew really what his birthright really meant when he came back as Esau. He knew what it meant, but he still played it like, oh, that ain't nothing.
And he had no respect.
He had no respect unto it. So he the ultimate disrespectful vessel, you know? it says, he perished also in the fury wherewith he murdered his brother. You see? So that's how Esau's perishing, because it's a anger rested in the bosom of a fool. Now here it is, he got the blessing. He's still angry. You got the fatness of the earth. You got everything. His thought process in his heart is continuing to do evil. You know? So he gotta be taken out. Which our bros got it.
I got one. Have y'all got Amos 1 and 9 yet? Did y'all bring that out yet?
Yeah, we brought that out.
I got
Who all got one?
I got one.
Okay. Alright, start in Colossians.
It's Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For thy violence against thy brother. See, that's a heavy offense, man. You know? That's why I keep coming up. You know? Because you keep I don't want to talk about this shit.
Be quiet, man.
Shut this shit down.
Y'all talking too much.
Kane got that.
Getting jealous.
Boy, punching the screen right now. I'm trying to.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
I had a beautiful article because they saying about maybe 26 in Oklahoma. These are exact words. Some folks said, we know the coronavirus is a pandemic. We know we got child in the house, but y'all finna come out them houses. They finna kick folks out the house. Not paying bills and rent.
No, it say, they either got a choice of eating or paying rent. One or the other. Yeah.
This is Oklahoma.
Yeah. You gotta be
All right.
They'll be fucking with the game.
Yeah, we back.
It's Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Hey, for the violence against our brother Jacob, shame shall cover him, bro. You know? So, like I said, it's a heavy offense, you know, to the Lord, how Esau treated, all right? He's supposed to be brother Jacob, man. You know? You got it, bro.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
Thou shalt be cut off forever, man. This, all right, your judgment, man. You're going to go into captivity and eventually you're going to get cut off, man.
That's right.
You know? Keep reading, bro.
Verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem.
Yeah, so when we was in time of distress during the Babylonians, that's why they link up with Psalms 137 and 7. You know, when they were saying erase it, you mean raise it, which means make it no more. You know, make it desolate, man. So that, like I said, they were cheerleading the Babylonians, and they was also aiding them, man. And they were supposed to be our ally, man. You know, you got
even thou wast as one of them.
Yep, even thou was as one of those Babylonians that that was taking us down. You got it, go ahead.
Verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger.
Yeah, go ahead.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Yeah, so you looked at it when it was time for you to help your brother, you never came to the defense, man. You never put on, man. You know? So the Lord is fed up with that, man. You see? Ain't no more chances for you, man. Now you just finna have to deal with judgment, man. You know? Now let me finish this.
Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Yeah, spoken proudly in the day of their distress, man. And that's Esau today, man. You know, hey, Esau loved to see Jacob, you know, in his destroyed estate. You know, he loved to see Jacob like these entertainers, you know, when they go through some type of scandal and they fall from their greatness, man. You know, like Tiger Woods, you know, They love to see, like, if Mayweather lost a fight, who you think would be on the comment board talking more shit, man? You know? Esau love that, man. You know? That's all Esau wants to do is see Jake. He don't want to see you niggas with nothing, man. You know?
You know, like, you remember, like, when Esau ran to the church and killed them people, how long was this on CNN or the news? It wasn't on long. But when Jake killed somebody, that shit run a whole week or 2 weeks straight.
Yep.
You know, remember what happened with the so-called Hebrew Israelite?
Yeah.
When they wanted, man, how long they played that, man, on TV?
Yeah.
You know?
At least a month.
They ran there a long time, but when Esau do something, they trying to cover it up, man. Why? Because it's all for to outdo Jacob, man, so to speak. When I mean like outdo is to expose Jacob, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Paint that picture.
Yeah.
Even with Jake, man.
That's right.
Yeah, because during when that was happening, there's 2 shootings on military bases. Like people in the military just turned on, just went AWOL. But you didn't hear anything about that.
But the whole, like you said, the whole time is to paint the picture of Jacob being the wicked, which is Esau Edom is the wicked.
The accuser of thy brother.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But guess what? Us, through the spirit of probably how about Shema Shai, we exposing you, man. Right. We live in that bed, we live in that skirt, all through the spirit of probably how about Shema Shai, man. You know? And that's what he hates. Why? Because the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai in this earth, man. Alright, the spirit is back, man. Alright, the elect being sealed and you being exposed because the kingdom of heaven is at hands, man.
That's right.
Alright, we almost out of here, man. So you gotta be exposed. What you supposed to say? The son of man, the son of perdition shall be what? Revealed, man.
Yeah.
So we in that time. That's how you know we're at the end, because the son of perdition is being revealed, man. Alright, for who we really are.
How Esau Edom made there.
Yeah.
I got that too, brother. I got Jeremiah 49.
Yeah, go read it out real quick.
Can I read it
So
real
we
quick?
get back to Josh.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 49 and 10.
Start at 7 now.
Okay, come. Jeremiah 49 and 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the
He
Lord.
said concerning Edom. So we dealing with Esau, man. You know, go ahead.
Saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent?
Yeah.
Is their wisdom vanished?
Yeah, because it was a time when you speak
You got
you know, it was a time when Esau, nobody really knew, like, who was this man? You know, and his Illuminati, you know, all his secret councils, you know, that wasn't a known thing. But till like what, the 70s, 60s, 70s, you know. Then that name Illuminati was out there, but then still it was slick a mystery, you know. Then you had that time where they was doing all the blood sacrificing.
Then they call it what, secret society then.
Yeah. You just get exposed through the media and entertainment and how, you know, these jakes that have accumulated all these riches, wealth, and fame, what they was having to do in order to get that status, get that stature. So what do they have to do? Sacrifice. You know, they show you it's a balance. It's a left side and it's a right side. You know, if you want carnal riches, you sacrifice to the left side. You want spiritual riches, you sacrifice to the right side. See? And that's always been the separation, even from Cain and Abel. You know, Jacob and Esau, right, on down to Israel and Edom. You know, that's the main plot of the scriptures, man. The righteous versus the wicked. And it's a sacrifice on both sides that has to be done. You know, you go ahead, bro.
It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him.
That time is now, you see, because the Most High has poured His Spirit out upon the earth. And now He's being revealed. And see, the difference between the sacrifice of the wicked, right? The sacrifice of the wicked is done in secrecy. The sacrifice of the elect is done out in the open, in the chief places of concourse. Go ahead, huh?
You got people worshiping paganism, don't even know they worshiping it, man. You know, because you go to these churches, there's a pagan hangout, man.
That's right.
You know? You got Nimrod singing, leading the choir. You know? You got Asherus, the usher at the door. You know, it's just a pagan hangout. The pagan guys is in there chilling, man.
Yep.
And people don't even know it.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
So a lot of our people, they gonna be punished, all right, for offering those sacrifices unto idols, and a lot of them doing it unknowingly. They don't even know it. That's how crafty the serpent has gotten, you know, with his wickedness. That's why in Nahum is known as what? The mistress of witchcraft, man.
Yep.
When you go to mistress, it goes to the master.
That's right.
They done mastered witchcraft on the left hand side, man. You know what's right in your face and you don't even know it.
So clear, so plain is clear.
Yeah.
You know. See.
You had George Cobb?
This
He got finished off.
This morning. It say, if grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes?
Right.
You know, some mercy. That's really mercy, you know. You don't just wipe a place out desolate and don't leave nothing, man. You know? But that's what Esau, everywhere he go, he take everything out until it's left for desolate. You know? So the Lord really, he said the wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. He really got this devil as like on a self-destruct mode. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a self-destroyer, man. You know? It says, if thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But Esau never has enough. See, that's the thing. He don't never. He never satisfied. Matter of fact, we tell it in Proverbs. It say, hell and depth are never satisfied.
Yep.
Roughly paraphrasing.
You can never put enough bodies in the earth. You're gonna break them down. So you keep putting bodies in the earth forever.
Yep.
There ain't no limit.
Ain't no limit.
Esau just like that. He just had no limit. You know. That's why he want to put the chip, because he already got the earth on lock.
Yep.
But see, he want to take it farther with this chip, man. You know, he want to change your DNA. He want to control your thoughts. He don't even want you to have a private thought.
Yep.
You already have no privacy because every device is a tracking or a spying, a surveillance system, man.
Yep.
You see? But he want to take it farther than that. You can't even have a thought to yourself, man.
The boy said he God.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
He God, man.
This last one you got after this.
I got that Proverbs real quick.
Oh, yeah, cut.
This is Proverbs 27 and 20. Hell and destruction are never full,
Hey.
so the eyes of man are never satisfied.
Yes.
Eyes of man never
Eyes
satisfied.
of man are never
So how
satisfied.
you got trillions of dollars, you own really every country on earth, you know, because you have manipulated their governments, all right? You own all the major corporations, you know. You have all these things, but what? He's never satisfied. He wants to destroy more, all right? He wants to have more control. He's never satisfied, man, so he got to be taken out of the way, man.
You can finish verse 10 now, because I think it's a lot of the spirit I had. So
yeah.
he was originally reading.
Kinda.
So you get verse 10 now.
Back in Jeremiah 49 and 10, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
Hey, all his secret places uncovered, man.
Yeah, you go. I stand back off you.
Yeah, so all his secret places been uncovered, man. All right, his false governments, you know, Republican and Democrat. You see, his witchcraft that's within all, you know, his corporations, all his symbolism, the 666, the Mason hand gestures, you know, all the Illuminati signs. All these things have been revealed, you know, in the latter end, man. You know, the mark of the beast. He wanted to try to keep that a complete secret, man, but that has been revealed, man. All his secret places have been exposed and searched out, man. You know?
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
Woo! He can't pull that skirt down, man. Woo! You know why? Because the prophet, the spirit of Yahweh is here, man.
Man, I got a piece of
Within his prophet, man. So he can't, hide himself anymore, man. And he can't hide his wickedness, man. His track record, everything is being brought out, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And once again, you already know, like, you know, same thing. We walk and we see a woman skirting there, but we seen it. You tell one person, that person gonna tell another person. You know.
Yeah, I saw that thing.
I saw it.
That's how
It got out. It linked out somehow. That's how the spirit is, man. The spirit is spreading like wildfire, exposing Esau, man. You know, there's no way he can hide, man. That's why the scripture call him a serpent, because he still try to be crafty and hide his lies, but he can't, man. So he got to do what? Try to destroy YouTube Alright, the Spirit Brother channels. Why? Because the Spirit is out on you.
Take it down. Take it down.
You know? Showing brother put a, like you said, y'all. Showing brother put a video where he slapped the shit on the backboard.
Yeah.
Like, that ain't coming out. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It's already been put up through the Spirit.
You might take this down.
Right. Talking to
Like,
you.
six strike, man.
Right. But it's already put up through the Spirit, though, man.
I got something quick, brothers. Let's go where we, straight with where we coming out for.
Go ahead, Austin. We'll get to the Rob.
I gotta
Are you
finish
done with
this.
that, ain't
Nah, it's a
I
little
read a
bit
little
more.
more.
Okay, so like,
It says, his seed is spoiled, and
Yeah.
his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
Yeah, the seed is spoiled. His offspring. You know? Because this that generation of Edomites is going to be judged for everything Esau Edom has done. You see? So if you were Edomite in this time frame, the Most High really hates you, man. He already hates you. But if you were Edomite in this time frame, especially if you're an Edomite in America, hey, you got the supreme hatred from Yahweh by Shemal Shai, because you finna have everything against you. The animals finna be on your ass. You got these wild ass niggas finna be on your ass. Alright? The house of David finna be on your ass. These other nations gonna be on your ass, man. So the Lord finna show a supreme hatred towards you, Edomite, because you have shown that hatred towards your brother, man. Jacob, man.
in his own heritage.
Yeah.
He shorted his own heritage. So you got Edomites that supposed to be having the fatness of the earth. The elite supposed to have made sure, the elites of Esau supposed to make sure they whole nation straight. But what they do, they spoiled, they fucked off 2 times.
Yeah.
They living amongst Jake.
Right.
Or worse.
If I may add too, because when we get our kingdom, there's gonna be a separation between the elect and 2/3, but at the end of the day, we all gonna have, what I'm saying? We all gonna be good.
2/3 will come back as kings. Really.
Yeah.
On king-like status.
Yeah.
So even during the time of Solomon, he said how every man grew up under their own fig tree, which means everybody had their own substance, man. And then it said silver was as stones, man.
Yes.
Just like dirt. Silver was like dirt.
Yes.
That shows you how good the economy was for the whole nation, man. See, everybody was on. When Solomon was on, everybody was on. That's why Queen Sheba thought the doorkeeper was king, man.
Yeah.
Everybody was balling, man. Hey, the wealth was spread amongst.
She thought the doorkeeper was the king.
When you had when they were building the temple, them Hamites, they talked about how King Solomon set up like 3,000 Israelites to be supervising over all the building, man. Everybody had a high position. Wasn't nobody working, man.
And
It's going back to that. But it's reconnected.
Yeah.
He's so tired of it.
Yeah. It's going back to that, man.
And even Slocky to cut you off, but even like the servants, like they had a rotation like every 3 months. Like they'd work for 6 months and then they'd be off for 3 months.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's hella better than what you got here
Oh,
in
man.
America.
Hey, but this the thing is the prophecy say that it's gonna go back to the like the weight of the money being more abundant. They talk about wood for this and grass for this, gold for this. So it's gonna go back. But you gotta know it's gonna be better even than the time of the days of Solomon. You're gonna be perfect. We're gonna have the perfect understanding. We ain't gonna be able to go off. We're not gonna die. So, man, like we're not gonna carnal things are gonna be really obsolete. Like we're not gonna they're not gonna mean anything. We just gonna have them. Lord, especially the elect, the 144,000. Lord gonna have far greater things for us to worry about than how big our house is, how many women we got. That's just something we think about now because we low level.
Yeah, because we deprived of everything.
We ain't got shit here. We deprived of the luxuries of the earth right now. So when the kingdom comes, they're gonna be so abundant. It's gonna be like,
What's it, man?
I ain't gonna talk about women.
We're gonna be talking about how we're gonna be naming these new creatures.
Yeah.
Because that's what Adam was doing.
Yeah.
And
Because Esau ain't even discovered half the. Not we even talking about the sea, but it's still land creatures.
Yeah.
There's certain areas that he ain't even
Going to yet.
yeah, you know. He ain't
And
uncovered.
He can't even go to the bottom of the sea.
what is it? What they say? They like 5% of the ocean.
Yeah.
What they discovered.
Yeah, like I always say, according to his math, 5%.
Right. Yeah.
According to his math.
Right.
He
You
thinks
know.
it's 5. He think he discovered 5%.
You got 0.000.
Yeah. How would you know what 5% is if you don't know what 100% is?
Hey, that's
So,
it. That's it.
You know,
There's a precept from the brother from Washington.
okay.
GMS Open Notebook. Shalom.
Shalom.
It say it's Haggai 2:9. It say the glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former.
Woo!
Said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and in this place will I give peace, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
And that's beautiful. Read that again.
It say Haggai 2:9, the glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, said the Lord Yahweh of armies. And in this place will I give peace, said the Lord Yahweh of armies.
Yep. So that's the Jerusalem, the place of peace. Right? And now you know anytime he's talking about he gonna to this place he gonna give peace. He's talking about Jerusalem. Jerusalem is what? The place of peace. City of peace, man. You know?
Yeah, and then you gotta think, they're like, I mean, it's in Jake nature, you know, to put everybody on, man.
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot, the reason why a lot of these entertainers and athletes go broke, you know, they're trying to spread their wealth, you know, amongst their people, man. You know, like I say, but they don't have it in abundance as Esau do. We don't have it in abundance like that, but in the kingdom, you gonna have that abundance. So that's why Solomon was able to do that, you know, because you had when Solomon built the temple, you knew he threw a party, all right, for the whole nation, man, for a whole week. You know, for 8 days from the river of Egypt, you know, all the way until modern day Syria. King Solomon had a big, huge party, man, for the whole nation. He sponsored it, man. It was on him, you know, because he had it. So Jake nature, all right, when you go to the club, even in the world, when you go to the club, Jake want to buy bottles for everybody. You know, he want to try to get the women for everybody, you know, because that's just, you know, who we are as a people, you know. You see, in the kingdom, we're going to have so much abundance, you know, it's going to be easy to do those things, man, you know. You got the definition of evil. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Definition of evil.
I mean, Esau, we there in the plane.
That's what I said. The spirit.
No, he's busy, man. You got it, bro.
This is Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary definition of Edom.
Yep.
I'm going to jump down to the point. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments.
At the scene of great future judgment. Go ahead.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from
Hey,
the Most High.
the only neighbor, all right, amongst the nations surrounding us that was not promised any mercy, because even the land of Petra, Mount Seir, is to the south, you know, of the land of Israel, man. You know, right underneath, all right, what they call Ashdod, which was the land of Judah, you know. But they're the only nation of people, you know, that's not promised any mercy in the scripture. Because of why? Because their intense hatred for Jacob, man. You know, for the chosen people, man. So they gotta be completely wiped out, man.
That's right.
You know? You still had something?
I got two scriptures. One from his brother and then one from me.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it out, bro. Still had something?
This is Isaiah 60 and 17. And it said, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver.
Yeah, because it's gonna be an upgrade. See, the things we see within this kingdom, the way Esau used concrete, you know, that's how we gonna use precious stones and gold, man. It's gonna be an upgrade, man. It's gonna be a completely different standard, man. You know, these cheap ass sheetrock, ain't gonna be no sheetrock in the kingdom, man. 2x4s and shit, man. You know? This flimsy ass kingdom Esau got.
Yep.
You know?
Really, the shit that they build and build their kingdom up with destroys you.
Yeah.
You're walking on concrete and asphalt all day. That shit
Fucking knees
fucking
up.
your joints and your knees and shit
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Your back hurting.
You breathing in that shit from the sheetrock.
Yep.
What's that shit called?
Fiberglass.
Uh,
That's
fiber. Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah,
say
yeah,
bitch. Yeah. They give you cancer. Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
Then the shit, the wood mold.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Because of the
Yeah. But all these things here that the brother's speaking of, see, these things are going to enhance you, man. They're going to give off that vibration. You know how what type of level and frequency we going to be on. You know, we walking down walkways paved with lapis and agate. You know, onyx. You know,
Incense.
trimmed in gold
Right.
and
White
silk.
sage
Yeah.
burning constantly.
White
in the
sage
city.
burning constantly. Yeah, because that's going to be job for the heathens, man. Just to burn resin and white sage. That's gonna be like we go to work and pack boxes all day. Well, they gonna have jobs where they burn sage out. They gonna take shifts, man.
Yeah.
Hey, like you said, who was that camp yesterday? You said it's gonna be a job for everybody.
Everybody gonna have
Everybody
something.
gonna have a job.
You know?
Ain't gonna be no such thing as unemployment.
Oh yeah, unemployment rate is
Unemployment.
That's it.
Hey, he ain't gonna never say, man, I'm looking for a job.
Yeah.
Man. They hire where you at?
Now we hired. You hired.
come on, they're finna cut my phone off.
Scripture say we're gonna what it say, silver out continual employment.
That's Ezekiel.
Hey, you got it.
Gonna say, and for wood, brass, and for stone, iron, and I will also
I just
make
gonna
thy
cut it off.
offices peace,
Right
and
till
thy
it cut off.
executors righteous.
Yeah, he said he gonna make our officers peace. Cause what? It says, you know, how it's gonna be no more violence in the land. That's amongst our people, man. You see? We're gonna have that brotherly love back, man. And it's starting with what? The house of David being raised up. You know? That's why we are the examples of how we should be, man. The Israelite men, man.
It's too long. I got Psalm 133 and I got Hebrews 2. So I bring the Hebrews out first, and then I go to Psalm. This Hebrews 13 and 1. Go ahead and I got Psalm. I got Psalm. Go ahead.
Hebrews 13:1. Let brotherly love continue.
Yeah, let brotherly love continue, man. Because that's what the whole nation is hinged on, the love for one another, man.
Right.
You know?
I know that's what I'm saying. That's real shit.
This is Psalm 133 and 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Yeah, you break it down, bro.
It said, alright, it's Psalm 133 and 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity, man.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing that before Yahushua had went back, alright, to the spirit realm on the right side of the Father, that's what he left, man. He left the brotherhood, man. You know, and so we should cherish this, man. All right, because he knew how it'd be difficult brothers going through this alone, man. You know how brothers might fall out if the brother's going through by himself, man. As long as we got the body, hey, we good, man. Because like you said, y'all starting up, iron sharpening iron, man. You know, so we comfort. They always say comfort each other what? With these words, man. So brother going through things, he'll call another brother up. What happened? Brothers are smooth them through the scripture.
Yeah.
You know, brother bringing out precepts, like the water, brother, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? Because these words will comfort us, man. But think about it, we did not have the brothers, man. How lonely we'll be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How miserable we'll be, man.
Yeah.
That's why Yahushua said, how good and pleasant is for brothers to dwell in unity, but we gotta stick together, man.
Yeah.
You know, one body, one sound, man. We all speak the same thing, and we all do the same thing. That's what preaching and prophesying the coming of our big brother, man.
Yeah.
All right, till Yahushua come back, man. You know, it's a good thing how the Lord set this up. We must continue in it. Did not the apostles continue in it? We must do the same thing. You know? Hey, if it means for you to take the low, you gotta take the low. But guess what? You gotta continue in it, man. Alright, Yahushua said what? Arm yourself likewise in the same manner, man. Hey, that's going on all types of levels, man. He did it. He took the low end. Hey, we gotta do the same thing. Why? Because of the brothers, man. And what Paul say?
for the elect's sake. Endure all things for the elect's sake, man. That's still what? Dwelling in unity, man. Because anything that comes your way and your path, you gotta accept it. Why? Because it's for the brother, man. It's for the elect, man. Keep that body as a whole, cause what we got one mind on to the finish line of what? The kingdom of heaven. You know, we all looking at that goal, man, like, hey, we gotta get done. How we gonna get done? Like dwelling away in unity, man. Sticking together, man.
Yeah, let me get this real quick. Just to add real quick, because it's the exact opposite, you know, of what the world has, because the more niggas you get in the area, the chances of death go up tremendously. Every nigga that get added to the population, the chances of death go up dramatically, man. You know, but guess what? With the brothers, if 10 more brothers showed up, the spirit of your house would increase, man. It would increase, life would increase, man. You know? But see, the world is death, man. The more niggas come together, the more death come around, man.
Hey, the more the crime rate,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna get the fight, get the arguing. You don't have that amongst the brothers.
They had a block party somewhere in Texas or something.
South
Carolina.
Yeah.
Niggas shot it
to
up.
a massacre.
Yeah. You had who is? Okay, yeah.
I want to get this when you said when talk to a brother, brothers, you know, give scriptures. Romans 15:4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right, and that's what we bring, man. That's what we bring. We bring comfort and hope to another brother, man. Because brother be down, you know, some brothers be like, man, I don't feel like it. But once you tell a brother, hey, man, hey, lift up, bro, it's all right, give him a scripture. Oh, yeah, come on, brother, I'm good now. Back on task, man. Why? Because all this going to the hands of us dwelling in unity, man. Let brother love continue. You know?
It's like one thing, it's like you're feel like you're fighting
No,
Satan.
you need to hear it.
Yeah, but sometimes you just need to hear it from another brother.
That's right.
Or read it. Or you know, you come across a video and you're thinking on it. It's like, man, that's a spirit. Like, most sides dealing, you know?
God.
You got, yeah, get your
It's still power. Yeah, well, this is John chapter 15, verse 12 and 13. It said, "This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you."
See? The Lord loves us, man. He call us friends, man. Alright? And we know the Lord's secrets, man. You know? So we gotta love each other as the Lord loves us, man. Alright? Go ahead.
Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Right, and we all making our body a living sacrifice, man. Hey, the Lord, Yahweh Shah made his body a living sacrifice. We doing the same thing, man. My life on the line too for these brothers, man. Alright? And we gotta do the same thing. Yahweh Shah did it. What make us? What the scripture say? Servant greater than his master, man. So what make us better, man? You know? More than Yahweh Shah. Oh, man, we gotta do the same thing, man. Go ahead, Doc.
He said, "Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you."
See, we are his friends, man. We are his brothers, man. You know, Lord, we're from the foundation of the earth, man. Alright, we the ones that helped Yahweh Shah build this, man. You know, we are his friends, man. And the friend, you gonna tell what? Your friend, everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Just so you when you look at that from the perspective of John 3:16, that's what we're talking about. Friends.
Yeah.
But Esau don't do the things that's pleasing to the Most High. He do everything in opposition, contrary to what's pleasing to the Most High.
That's right.
So you know he kept talking about this, his friend. That's why he made, you know, it's a lot of heathens. It's 18 nations, but specifically he pointed out Esau as the one that he hates.
Yeah.
You know, that's serious.
Yeah.
Henceforth, I call you now servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord
See?
doeth.
The servant know not, man. Esau don't know, man. He know, but he don't know. You know, the heathen, they know, hey, they gonna know the judgment of Yahweh Shah. Alright, because it's coming. Alright, 2/3 don't know, man. But guess what? We know. And we out here prophesying and pushing forth the truth, man. To bring forth life in the world, man. Because why? This world we in is full of darkness, man. There's no truth. All abomination, all wickedness, deceit, lies, robbery has been pushed upon our people. You know? But guess what? We come through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah to bring forth life, man, push the truth. You know, we bring a hope, man. We bring a hope to Israel, man. You know? We bring a hope, man. That was the best thing popping right now, man. Bring a hope to our people. You got a way out, man. You have a way out, man, and through these laws, statutes, commandments, you have by Shema Shah, man. Start with the apostles, man, the elders, the great millstone. You have hope, man.
Right.
You know, you have hope, man, right now, man. That's why I say get it while the getting is good, man, because you have hope, man. The doors of repentance is open. When these are closed, like when the Noah Ark closed, it's gonna be sealed. It's gonna be over with. But right now, you have hope, man. You can get it. It's still available, man. Go ahead.
But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you.
Yeah, the secrets.
So,
No?
the inner circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because like if you me and this brother, we were CEOs of major corporations. All right, we'll have discussions, but all the employees not gonna know what's going on.
Exactly.
But me and this brother gonna have all type of discussions, and I'll let him know what I'm trying to do, or he gonna let me know what he's trying to do, what he got going on, and what he's playing. But he's not gonna have those same conversation with the employees, man.
Yesterday.
What the apostle say? Why speaketh thou them in parables?
Yeah.
Because what? It wasn't given up to them.
Speaking
It
over
was
their
given
head.
up to you. So who is who? Who is you? His friends, man. The elect. It was given up to the elect to understand. It wasn't given up to 2/3, man, and the heathens to understand, man. No, just to back you up on this point.
I got put him. Let's go with that too. The Romans 5 and 6. It said, "For when we were yet without strength in due time, Yahweh Shah died for the ungodly. For scarcely for a righteous man would one die, yet peradventure for a good man, some would even dare to die. But the Most High commended His love towards us, and that while we are yet sinners, Yahweh Shah died for us." So even the Most High, even the Most High, he set the tempo, all right, with love, towards Israel, man.
Yeah.
Because it said he loved us first. It ain't that we loved him first, he loved us first.
Exactly.
And he showed that love by what? Sacrificing something, man. His only begotten son, man. He let the Romans torture his son for the sake of the nation, man.
Right.
And it got to the point where the Most High couldn't even look on Yahweh Shah being crucified, man. You see? But he did that what? The love he got towards, all right, Israel, man. So, hey, we got an example from our power. It's one thing someone tell you to do something they ain't never did. But we got two great examples from the Most High. All right, and Yahweh Shah.
Quickly, First Kings. It say, First Kings 10:9. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh thy power, which delighted in thee, and set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord Yahweh loved Israel forever.
And they was talking to Solomon.
Yeah.
See? So Solomon who? Yahweh Shah.
Exactly.
So Yahweh Shah gonna come back sitting on that throne of David. It's gonna be eternal, and that's gonna be the love. That's gonna be a example of love towards his people, man.
That's right.
He's gonna send them a savior and a righteous king, man, which is Yahweh Shah.
Right.
Anybody else has something? I'm gonna get a count. And then another precept we need to close it out. So we get everything else.
Go ahead and do a count.
Okay, come on.
All right, this is 2 Chronicles 28.
Yep. You get Matthew 25, like 30, 31.
This 2 Chronicles 28, starting at the top.
Yep.
Ahaz was 20 years old when he began to reign. And he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, but he did not that which was right in the sight of the Lord Yahweh.
Yep.
Like David, his father.
Go ahead. So he was a wicked king of Judah, Ahaz, all right, which was the father of Hezekiah. You got it.
For he walked in the ways of the kings of Israel, and made also molten images for Balaam.
Yeah, so he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, the northern kingdom, which they were heavy into idolatry, man. And the king of Judah followed their example, man, and started going into idolatry, man. You got it.
Moreover, he burnt incense in the valley of the son of Hinnom, and burnt his children in the fire, after the abominations of the heathen whom the Lord Yahweh had cast out before the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
He sacrificed also and burnt incense in the high places and on the hills and under every green tree.
Go ahead.
Wherefore the Lord Yahweh, his power, delivered him into the hand of the king of Syria, and they smote him.
Yep. So for his wickedness, the Lord allowed the heathen king, all right, to smite him, man. All right, to be victorious in battles against him, man. Go ahead.
And carried away a great multitude of them captives,
Yep.
and brought them to Damascus.
Yep. Go ahead.
And he was also delivered into the hand of the king of Israel, who smote him with a great slaughter.
So you had the heathen king of Syria, you know, come take captives, you know, from the king of the southern kingdom of Judah, you know, and then you was between the northern and southern kingdom, man. Millions of Israelites died, you know, with that civil war between the northern and southern kingdom, man. There was a lot of animosity between the northern and southern kingdom of Israel, man. You know, you got it, bro.
For Pekah, the son of Remaliah, slew in Judah 120,000 in one day.
120,000 Israelites got killed by other Israelites in one day. And this even account, all right, in Chronicles where 500,000 Israelites got killed. You know, was in the southern and northern kingdom had a civil battle, man. You got it, bro.
Which were all valiant men, because they had forsaken the Lord Yahweh power of their fathers, and Zachary, a mighty man of Ephraim, Messiah, Maaseiah, the king's son, and Azarikam, the governor of the house, and Elkanah, that was next to the king. And the children of Israel carried away captive of the brethren 200,000 women, sons and daughters, and took also away much spoil from them, and brought the spoil to Samaria.
Yep.
But a prophet of the Lord Yahweh was there, whose name was Oded.
Oded, you know, so you had the northern kingdom take away, you know, the wives and children, all right, and took them captives from the southern kingdom. Go ahead.
And he went out before the host that came to Samaria, and said unto them, Behold, because the Lord Yahweh power of your fathers was wroth with Judah, he had delivered them into your hand, and ye have slain them in a rage that reacheth up unto heaven.
Yeah. So it says, look, you know, because the southern kingdom was being wicked, the Lord allowed you, you know, to slay them, you know, but you went too far. You slayed too many, you know, took them captive, and the prophet was like, look, what you did don't reach to the heaven, man. Like, they talking about this in the spirit world, what y'all doing down here, man. You know? He read.
And now ye purpose to keep under the children of Judah and Jerusalem for bondmen and bondwomen unto you. For are there not with you, even with you, sins against the Lord Yahweh your power?
Go ahead.
Now hear me therefore, and deliver the captives again, which ye have taken captive of your brethren. For the fierce wrath of Yahweh power is upon you.
Yep.
The certain of the heads of the children of Ephraim, Azariah the son of Johanan, Berechiah the son of Meshalemoth, and Jehazekiah the son of Shalom, and Amasa the son of Hadaliah, stood up against them that came from the war,
Yep.
and said unto them, Ye shall not bring in the captives hither, for whereas we have offended against the Lord Yahweh already, ye intend to add more to our sins and to our trespass.
Yeah, so the Lord, you know, sent their prophet to rebuke, you know, the northern kingdom, you know, of how they treated the southern kingdom, man. You know? So they were like, look, you already going off, but now you're gonna take it to this point where you're gonna enslave, all right, other Israelites, man, you know? And the Lord had to send their prophet out, and then we're gonna see what happened, man. Keep reading.
For our trespass is great,
Yep.
and there is fierce wrath against
Yeah, so the leaders of the northern kingdom, the princes, all right, the different, you know, the leaders and the judges of the northern kingdom, They were like, they told the men of war, like, look, you know, you can't take these captives, man. We can't do this. We done went. We already wicked. We in idolatry. But when it came to taking, all right, other Israelites captive, you know, and this shows you how much the Lord is really about brotherly love, man. You know, you got it, bro.
It says, and the men which were expressed by name rose up and took the captives, and with the spoil clothed all that were naked among them, and arrayed them, and shod them, and gave them to eat and to drink, and anointed them, carried all the feeble of them upon asses, and brought them to Jericho.
Yeah, so it said, look, the leaders took those captives. They fed the ones that was hungry. You know, they clothed the ones that were naked. They shod them, which means they groomed them. You know, shaved them up. You know, had them looking neat. You know, so even in the midst of all this conflict, there was still some type of brotherly love, man. You see, Esau would have never did that, man. You know, Esau would have never did that, man. You got it, bro.
And carried all the feeble of them upon asses, and brought them to Jericho, the city of palm trees, to their brethren.
To their brethren. Go ahead.
Said the city of palm trees.
Yep.
Then they returned to Samaria. At that time, the king Ahaz sent unto the kings of Assyria to help him.
Nah, that was it. That was the point. Yep. You know, so even in the midst of our people, all right, having civil war with hundreds of thousands of Israelites were being killed, you know, the Lord still requires some type of brotherly love, man.
Right.
You know, you still couldn't just handle your brother any type of way, man. You see? But Esau, he never had that picture. He never had that type of compassion when it came to Israel, man, to what was supposed to be his brother, man. And that's why those that are going to enter into the kingdom, one of the main reasons why, because of that brotherly love that they shown, man. And you can get that in Matthew 25. I believe it's 30. Let me see, make sure. 25, Matthew 25, and started 31.
This is Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Yep, and that's the second coming, which we're awaiting now. You know, he gonna come in that glory of those angels. You know, chariot. He gonna be on that Father's ship. He gonna have all that power. You know, he gonna come in his glory, man. You got it, bro. Because the first time he came, what? As a man. But he told, you know, the prophets say he's not gonna meet thee as a man. You know, he gonna come back in that glory and that power. Go ahead.
And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another.
Yep, so the nation gonna be separated. Go ahead.
As a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats.
And a shepherd divided his sheep from the goat. You know, and the sheep, all right, is who? The elect of Israel. And all these other nations gonna be considered goats, man. You got it, bro.
And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left.
Yep, go ahead.
Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
Go ahead.
For I was an hungered, and you gave me meat.
Hey, I was a hungered, and you gave me meat. You see? And that was spiritual, man. You know, because, you know, you might have people that actually feed the prophet. You know, some brothers and women that actually cook for the prophet. You know, brothers gonna cook for each other. You know? But spiritually, what's the main thing that we feed our people, man? This word. You know? This that meat and bread, man. This is what's sustaining our people is this word, man. So those that have been feeding his people, feeding his brethren, you know, it's a kingdom prepared for them. Just like going back to the account we read, what did they do? They fed and they clothed them, man. All right, you got it, bro.
I was thirsty, and you gave me drink.
All right, these living water. Go ahead.
I was a stranger, and you
got it, bro.
naked, and you clothed me.
I was naked and you clothed me. With what, man? Their righteous garment. All right, what the scripture say? Blessed is he that keepeth his garment.
Right.
You know? Behold, I come quickly, man. Blessed is he that keepeth his garment. It's talking about the righteousness, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
I was sick, and ye visited me.
Yep.
I was in prison, and ye came unto me.
Yep. Our people locked in this system as far as the mindset, thinking they African American, thinking they black, thinking they more Muslim. But guess what? Yahweh Shai, the spirit
stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee?
Go ahead.
Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
To the least of the brethren. Showing you what? We are our brother's keeper, man. That's the whole point. Everything goes back to us being our brother's keeper, man. You know, by doing all these things, man. You know, and it's like I say, some of the literal, you know, brothers and guys situations where brothers had to come together and get brothers out of jail for certain situations, you know, or however it may play out. But see, the main thing is the spiritual feed and clothing our people, man. Getting them out of prison, out of that mindset of black, you know, or Puerto Rican, or whatever Jake think they is, man. Spiritual bondage. Yeah, spiritual bondage, man. And that's what the highest form of brotherly love, man. And it's gonna be a king prepared for men that's doing it, man. You know? So yeah, we are our brother's keeper, man. You know?
It's like this is just big man. It's like, you know, speaking about charity. It's the highest form of charity is edification. To unlock the spiritual gifts. Unlock spiritual gifts. Brothers have talents that need to be nourished. You know, like brothers' potential need to be brought out. Understanding needs to be given. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, charity does come in a physical form. But the ultimate form is you know, the knowledge. Just knowledge. Understanding.
Like that parable that Yahushua said, you know, give a man a fish and teach a man to fish.
Yeah.
You know? If you give a man a fish, he's gonna come
eat for
back.
a day. Teach a man to fish
For a lifetime.
Yeah, eat for a lifetime.
Same thing with this truth.
Yeah.
You know, you can stay on Jake's ass and correct them all day, but when they truly understand, you know, how to go in, if they're fully persuaded in their own mind, then you know you don't have to watch out for them like that.
Yeah.
You can give Jake money.
Yeah.
Keep giving Jake money, but if he's not changing his behavior, you know, he gonna be destroyed, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how, like you said, the highest form, you know, is to help convert his inward man.
Yep.
You know, that's the highest form of brotherly love. You know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers had any close coming?
So with that, hey, I hope you brothers edified. Hey, we'll get all honor, glory, and power to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Nakakudash.
I want to say double honor to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, rule well, teach well, then great example to Israel, man, the elect, and peace and blessing to the hope elect on the four corner, pushing the sound doctrine in truth and sincerity. The great song. Hey, till next time, brother. Shalom, Abba Ball.
Shalom, Abba Ball.